what does your next big project mean to you? You've seen it in action twice with 40, give or take, individuals from all parts of North America converging, almost forming a little community, talking about living a life with significance, living a life with no regrets, living a life with a gratitude and abundance and perspective, and being your best and living your legacy. What you observe this, Bob, and I'm curious, when you think of this, what is your next big project is you really mean to you?
Yeah. That's a really, I think, I want to, I'll talk to it from two perspectives. I'm always open to opportunities that I have no idea where they're going to go and how they're going to get there, but they just show up. And I'm involved with, I'm involved with a fellowship right now, CEO Action for Racial Equity, with 250 fellows. I'm involved with a couple of other projects right now that I had no idea were going to come my way. But if you're not willing to embrace what's possible and look and have perspective, you can't possibly find it. That's number one. Number two, in the situation for the sabbatical program, you're around 20 people who are every bit as good and every bit as talented and every bit as accomplished as you. And as good as you are, Leo, at facilitating that, and you're a master at it, and the people you have involved are equally masterful at it, those 20 people are helping begin to shape and change the way that they begin to think before they got there. And I don't think that we can describe fully what happens to those 20 people over the course of that project. But on top of that, how they support one another and how they challenge one another as they would walk away and continue to challenge one another today. And so I think my world, I'm ready now. I'm ready to embrace the next project, right? I'm ready to embrace it. I'm always listening for it. I'm looking for it. I don't go searching for it. It just comes. It comes. Those folks, you're having the ability to give them a chance to take a break and look at their wheel and say, where am I today? I mean, what a gift. Are you kidding me? Yeah. What a gift. What a gift. I mean, it's priceless, Leo. What you're going to do for those folks to look at this wheel, and are they being the best they can be? Sure, they're becoming their best. They're outstanding leaders, yes. But there's so much more to the wheel. There's so much more to it. My God.
Well, it was amazing to see people thinking about some of these issues and opening up their hearts. And as we tell people, and one of the things that makes you who you are, Bob, is the ability not just to coach others, but to be coached. And you're not afraid to be vulnerable, to say, hey, listen, I screwed up here, or I was on that selfish rocket ship, or here's what I learned from that. Here's how I became better as a result of that.
Yeah.
And I know when you get like-minded people like that, it's interesting because a lot of people come in, they've got that protective gear on. They just don't want to maybe show any vulnerability or whatever, that they've got issues in their marriage, their career, with their kids, with themselves, whatever it might be. And to see people around, and almost like you want to give somebody a hug. It's like you want to put your arms around somebody and say, man, I did that same thing, or that same thing happened to me. And those are some of the things that I'm witnessing you helping a senior leader from one of the, finest insurance organizations in the world, sitting there as he's drawing out a vision for the rest of his life. And you're sitting there and at the Four Seasons overlooking Pinnacle Peak with the mountains and the beautiful backdrop as he's envisioning his future. Just amazing. Those are the things that I remember.
Well, yeah. And the emotionality of that, Leo, you know this. I mean, people, I don't care how they come in. I don't care. Believe me, the most rugged, intense, jaded folks, when they come in there, sooner or later, it all opens up. It all opens up.